It's not until you can't eat most foods that you realize the central role food plays at all social occasions. You know, I used to be able to eat them. I really wish I still could. But a year ago, I found out I have tons and tons of food allergies. And let me tell you, it's made social occasions so awkward because every social occasion has a special food for it. So like for birthdays, it's cake. Christmas, it's cookies. Thanksgiving, it's pumpkin pie. If you want to meet up with somebody, you grab a cup of coffee. If you want to hang out at night, you order a pizza. And guess what? I can't eat any of those. But at least it's taught me that food is at the center, and I do mean the center of all social occasions. So why not put it at the center of our tables and make an edible centerpiece? While they're not common, edible centerpieces are a hip alternative to the standard flowers and have been growing in popularity due to the increasing number of foodies. Both beautiful and tasty, it's no wonder why people like them. Edible centerpieces are a feast for both the eyes and the stomach, and something I've been dying to try. So today I'm getting my own question answered. How do you make an edible centerpiece? And to do that, I called up a family friend, Chef Jason Hill. And he's been working on a ton of different types of edible centerpieces and promised to show me 2 of them. But before I can head to his house, he sent me this grocery shopping list. And let me tell you, there's some weird things on here, like olives. I have no idea what he has planned. After finding everything on the grocery list, I headed to Jason's. Jason is a seasoned chef, having worked in top restaurants in Chicago and Los Angeles. Nowadays, he's given up the fast life for family and kids, and is better known as the host of the internet show Chef Tips.
Hi, I'm Chef Jason Hill,
where he shares tips, tricks, and tasty recipes garnered from his years as a pro. And thankfully, he was willing to share some of that knowledge with me during our hands-on edible centerpiece lesson. What makes a good presentation?
Well, when you look at food, you want it to catch your eye, right away. Wow, that looks great. Some people will say 90% of eating is the visual, the enjoyment of it.
Really, 90%? 90% is the visual?
I've heard that before. That's that's like the first thing you want is to catch people's eye. I mean, that's hey, if you get that and it looks great, it's going to taste great to them too. So
basically, if you're on a diet, just go and look at food, and it's like the same thing.
Oh, that would be nice.
10% difference. But so then that's why edible centerpieces are becoming so popular.
I think so.
Because the look is so important to you.
Yeah, it is. It catches people's eye when you walk into somebody's house or a hotel and you're going to want up to the buffet line and there's these nice centerpieces there and they're edible. I mean, it's a win-win.
To start, Jason had a foam cone glued to a base and stuck toothpicks and grapes in it. And while it sounds easy, it does require a bit of technique.
Take a toothpick, or 2, and just slowly go around, inserting.
So you stick it in first instead of putting the grape on. Why is that?
It's just more manageable that way. If you have the grape on there, you probably poke the grape through.
Oh, true. Continue putting toothpicks with grapes all the way up the cone. And don't forget to stagger them. That way they cover up as much of the white cone as possible. At least that's what Jason taught me. And as we worked our way to the top of the tower, Jason shared with me the 3 essentials of a great edible centerpiece. So what makes a really good presentation when you're making food? Like, what do they tell you?
Well, it used to be you would like plates to have some height. And I still like that. I like something to kind of stand up.
So height is good.
Yeah, and that's kind of like the centerpiece here. You can see we've got almost 3 feet. And that catches your eye when you're walking into a room. If this was laying flat on a platter, you walk right by it.
Yeah, true. So height is good.
Yeah.
Is color important also?
Oh yes, yeah. Colors, that attracts the eye. Now that's not why I'm using colored toothpicks. I just.
Oh, I thought that was all part of it. So then, other than color and height, is there anything else that's really important?
Pick something that people are going to be familiar with and want to eat. Simple.
Simple is better. I agree. Because you get too gourmet and I won't touch it.
Yeah.
I guess I'm a picky eater.
A lot of people are.
With good conversation and an easy project, we seemed to fly to the top in no time, which is where things got a little tricky.
Oh,
All right, so they're starting to hit each other because we're getting narrow up here. What do we do?
You can just take the toothpick, break it in half.
Just break it in half now? Oh, that's a lot easier. And so then it doesn't hit each other.
Right.
And they go in so much nicer.
Yeah, they do for some reason.
And if you find your grapes keep falling off, don't worry. Ooh. They're easy to stick back on. Now, trust me, I would know. But as soon as you get everything in place, you'll be shocked by how beautiful and easy it was to make. That looks awesome. Not to mention how yummy it is. That looks really good. But Jason didn't give me long to admire it. We got straight to work on the Savory Tower. To start the tower, we created the greenery base by pinning the kale with floral pins, spiraling from the bottom to the top, and then filled in the rest of the white space with lettuce ruffles.
Just kind of rip it off, and then if you want to kind of like bunch it up, and then just go like
stick
that.
it in?
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
And that way it kind of
gives that full
ruffled look. Yeah,
all right.
instead of just trying to go like this, like wallpaper or something.
All right, so
you want a more little three-dimensional.
After the tower was covered in greenery, we put the olives on the same way as the grapes, with toothpicks, and arranged them in clusters of 3 and 5, spacing the groups naturally around the tower. And when you're finished, you'll have a beautiful olive tower. Wow. This is looking like an olive tree almost. This is so cool. Well, not that I've seen an olive tree, but this is looking really cool. So how do we top this one off? Because we did strawberries on the last one.
Right, right.
What goes on this one?
I just did something so simple. I took a green onion, I cut off the bottom, and I took a knife and I just kind of made little scars in through here and soak them in cold water, and it helps kind of balloon up or flower
cool.
out.
They're like little flowers.
Yeah, so I thought, well, we'll put a couple of toothpicks on the top, and then we'll just top it off with these little guys.
But let's say you don't like onions or olives or kale, or grapes for that matter. The beauty of cone towers is you can put anything you want on them. Fruit, vegetables, soft candy, and it will all look deliciously beautiful. Didn't they turn out awesome? You know, today's takeaway is when making an edible centerpiece, keep it simple. And also keep it to things that people enjoy eating. Because, you know, olives, I'm not going to touch those things. But the grapes, I can handle that. I think the other thing that we learned today is to keep focused on the center, whether it's the center of your room or the center of your table, and it'll make decorating so much easier. For example, at the center of your table, maybe when it's Christmas, it'll be a Christmas cookie tree. Halloween, a candy tree. But right now, I'm enjoying this grape tree. If you'd like the really awesome and helpful checklist for this video, visit askthedecorator.com. And even if you don't want the checklist, visit askthedecorator.com for tons of decorating videos, tips, and ideas. Plus, I'd really like to see you again. And come on, don't you want to see me again?